Welcome back. So when we're deleting this guy, we don't want it to just go away. We want some kind of confirmation. At least I want some confirmation. So what I want to do is kind of say, when you press the delete, this guy's changed into two buttons that says cancel or delete, right? Are you sure or cancel? So let's just try and do that. Jumping back to my code here, I'm jumping into the customer details HTML page right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to the bottom here, to the footer. And there I'm going to copy the entire div right here with the pull right class to get the two buttons. Just a copy of those right below it. So let me just try and paste that in here. And I'm going to make the two buttons, I'm going to give them new namings here. This is going to be called sure, like are you sure you want to delete this? And this is going to be called cancel, like no, I want to cancel the deletion, right? I also want another icon down here. So I'm just going to jump into Font Awesome where I found this FA times. I'm going to grab the code for that guy. That's just an X, right? So instead of having a pencil, I want to kind of show an X right here. So let's try and jump back to the code and put that new, instead of the pencil, I'm going to put in the X right here for canceling. And then I want to kind of change the outline warning into something called outline info right here, just to make another color. So let's see what we have now. Now we have 4 buttons available, and that's of course not the goal, but that's a start. So jumping back to my code, what we're going to do is we're going to have an NGIF that either presents these buttons or these buttons, depending on a variable. And let's just start by creating an NGIF here. So we're going to say if I actually have a variable called confirm delete, and that guy is not set, right? So if that variable is not defined right now, if it's false, then I want to show the delete button. But if it is actually set, so I'll just go down here and make another NGIF down here. Like this, I'll say if confirm delete is actually true, then I want to show these buttons. So let's just go and create the confirm delete property inside our TS file. Jumping into the TS file, getting a little space here, and I'm just going to start by making this guy false. And that's pretty much all I had to do. Now I have my confirm delete Boolean value right here, and I'm using that inside my code right here to say that if it's actually confirm delete, show this. If not, show this. Let's try and jump back to our view right here and see what happens. Now we're back to scratch. We're back to the first location where we only see the 2 buttons. Now what I want to do is when I click this guy, I don't want to delete it. I actually want to open up for the confirm delete instead. So all my delete is going to do now is just call actually this guy. He's just going to call, let me just copy this guy. He's just going to call the Boolean value right here and set that to true for now. Equals true. So now we can actually show this delete, and of course you need the this keyword in front of it. And I'll just call this guy delete confirmed instead of delete. So when the delete is actually confirmed, I'm going to call this guy down here. Now, why is this complaining? You cannot say, oh my god, did I put that? Oh, I didn't put it as an equal sign. That needs to be equals instead of the colon, right? Because I'm actually setting this value to false. I'm not defining it should be a false property. There we go. So jumping back to my code now. So when I press delete now, this guy will actually go and call the confirm button, right? So notice what happened, it changed the buttons. Now the cancel is not working, the sure is actually working, but it's not doing anything right now. So let's just try and jump back once more and consider what should we do with these 2 buttons. Now the cancel is simple. The cancel is just going to call another click event right here. That's just going to say abort delete. And again, we can do this in less methods, but let's just make it simple to read for now. So I'm going to call abort delete here if I press the cancel button. So jumping back to my TS code, making another function right here that's called abort delete, and then I'm just going to set this back to false. There we go. So let's try and go back to our view now and see that this actually works now. Delete, I'm seeing the other ones. Cancel, I'm back to the view. Delete, cancel. This is pretty neat, right? So now I kind of have a confirmation without a dialogue. Now the last thing I need to do is of course say, if I actually do say yes, I should call not delete but delete confirmed, that I just renamed my function down here into delete confirmed, right? So now the entire system should actually be up and running again. But now we have like a confirmation dialog right here. So if I press delete, I'm saying cancel, I'm back, delete, I'm sure, and I'm actually deleting the guy. Sweet! Delete, cancel, delete, sure, I'm actually deleting the guy. There we go. So that was all you had to do to kind of make a small cancellation button there. See you next time.